Welcome back for another episode of Keeping It Simple with Prashant Rajore. This weekend is a wonderful weekend. We just had a wonderful satsang with Gurudev, and the meditation which he did was out of the world. If you missed it, go to the YouTube channel. The satsang was live today, and you can do the meditation. It was very beautiful, very powerful. For all of us, if you have missed, you can do that meditation with Gurudev. Meanwhile, Dhruv is here. Dhruv, just a minute. The settings need to be done a little bit. Good. So, Dhruv, how are you?
I'm good, Bhaiya. How are you today?
I'm very good. I'm very good.
Great,
So, are we
Bhaiya.
ready to go? Do we have questions or?
Yes, Bhaiya, we have questions this week, and I can start asking them whenever you're ready.
I'm ready as always.
Okay, Bhaiya.
It's up to you now.
Okay, Bhaiya, the first question this week is it is said that one should never commit suicide. Committing suicide is like removing a sweater in cold. In Jainism, there is a religious practice called Santaram, in which the saint stops eating food until he leaves the body. Recently, Jain saint Tarun Sagarji Maharaj left his body through Santara. What is the difference between suicide and Santara?
Yeah, that technicality I will not be able to tell you. What is Santra and. But suicide, it's like, you have a room, and the room is protected by the wall and the windows. Okay. So through so many lifetimes, you have been able to build that wall and windows for yourself, and that space inside is your soul, or so-called soul. Soul is everywhere, and suicide means what? Breaking down all those walls and windows. So all that protection which was there is gone. Okay, and it might take many lifetimes. You can't even come back to life to build it up because you have gone out of the natural cycle. So it's very difficult to know how that soul can come back and go back on the path of progress. That is why we say that we should not commit suicide, because it's like destroying something very innate, something very basic. Okay, and Santara, maybe you. This is my assumption, though I'm not an expert to comment on that, but it is my assumption that you reach such fineness of the quality of the soul that you're able to leave the body without disturbing that wall and the window and all that. So that skill or that subtlety or whatever that uh, technique you're able to develop, where you're able to leave the body without disturbing that. So Gurudev says, the rules for a sadhak and the rules for a siddha, they are not the same. What rules apply to a person who is on the path is different than a person who has achieved a level. So maybe it is that way that the saints are not affected by whatever they are doing.
Great, Bhaiya. The next question is, why is it when you have an utmost desire to meet someone, you can't talk to that person in front?
It's not like that. It's not like that. Many people, it's just a lack of confidence you have, and that is why you think you are not able to. And sometimes we create an idea, of an ideal conversation. That person will ask me this, and then I will say this and this. So we have already created a cues to start the conversation. And when those cues don't come, then you are totally lost. But if you say, let the cues be wherever they have to be, and I will just strike a conversation, and it can start with just a smile. How are you doing? And then you build it up. Then all conversations is possible, no? But many times we say, okay, I will tell this to that person, and that person will say this or this, and then I will build up the conversation. And that does not happen. We are waiting for those uh, cues to happen, and it does not fructify. and that is why we feel, oh, we are not able to talk.
Yeah. Where the next question is, a lot of hypnotists talk about soul groups, white or violet souls, and white or violet souls are considered to be wise. How to know what group I am in?
You know, I have not studied much about hypnotism, so I will not be able to comment on that. But yeah, there are different categories of souls, which the Vedic scriptures also say. Mm. It starts, for us, now we are at the human level. From here, it is the next soul is the Pitrus. Pitrus are the ancestral souls. And then it goes to Apsara, and then Gandharva, Kinnara, then Devta, and then Siddha. So there are various qualities of soul, and we are all on the path, and luckily we are in Art of Living. We have a guru who's not going to wait for us to progress from one to the other. Who's going to take us directly to the ultimate. So till Devta, you don't have a choice to be happy. Only Siddhas can be happy. Siddhas are considered even higher than Devtas. Why? Because they have a choice to be happy, or they're choicelessly happy. No matter what happens, they have. But Devtas also go through their own struggles and whatever, their own negative, positive feelings, all that happens. So since we are on this path, let us move with the knowledge here and then progress, do our sadhana, do our seva, do our satsang, and progress here only.
Wait, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, there are a few questions in the audience. I'll take them. What is better, being single or being married?
It is not important whether you are single or married. What is important is you are happy. Gurudev says there are people who are happy. They are single and happy. They are single and unhappy. There are people who are married and happy and married and unhappy. So remove the unhappy categories from both. You can be single and happy, and if you are married, be married and happy. Choose happiness more than being single or this. All the others are, coincidental. Even if you are married, you can progress spiritually. So there is no hard and fast rule that only you have to be single to be progress. And then at another time, Gurudev has said that celibacy and this, it is a happening. It happens very naturally. Okay. So if it is naturally happening to you, good. So you don't bother.
Okay, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, there's a question. It's Hindi English mix. It says, Bhaiya, बहुत चिड़चिड़ होता है, although sadhana is irregular. There's another question. It says, how to broaden our perspective and maintain that thought that through times. With time, my
So we'll take the
perspective
first
gets
question
shrunk.
first.
Okay.
We'll take the first question. चिड़चिड़ होता है ना? तो चिड़चिड़ होता है, ठीक है ना? एक तो हमारे शायद पुराने संस्कार होंगे, वो बाहर निकल रहे हैं. दूसरा, कुछ हमारे मन में हम एक ये पकड़ के बैठे हैं मन में कि एक परफेक्शन क्या होना चाहिए. तो परफेक्शन के हिसाब से चीज नहीं होती तो फिर चिड़चिड़ापन आ जाता है. कभी कभी हमारा है ना, पित्त प्रकृति बिगड़ जाती है, उसके कारण भी चिड़ होती है. तो ये अलग अलग कारण से चिड़ हो सकती है. हाँ, एक बार नाड़ी परीक्षा डॉक्टर से अपनी जांच कराइए, वैद्य से. अगर आपका पित्त बिगड़ा हुआ है तो आपको कुछ जड़ी बूटी वगैरह देंगे. हाँ, कुछ औषधि देंगे, उससे पित्त को ठीक करिए. फिर उसके बाद एक थोड़ा मन में भी है ना, गुरुदेव बोलते हैं कि एक इम्परफेक्शन के लिए भी जगह स्थान देना चाहिए, है ना. अपूर्णता के लिए भी स्थान होना चाहिए. हमारे मन में है, हम एक धारणा बना लेते हैं कि सब पूर्ण होना चाहिए, फिर अपूर्ण के लिए हम कोई जगह नहीं छोड़ते, और उसके कारण भी चिड़चिड़ापन होता है. और कभी कभी हम साधना नियमित कर रहे हैं, मन में पूर्णता का कोई भाव नहीं है, हाँ, पित्त भी बिगड़ा हुआ नहीं है, और फिर भी चिड़चिड़ापन हो रहा है, तो शायद पुराने संस्कार होंगे, उसके कारण भी हो सकता है. ठीक है. Now the next question you can read through.
Sorry, Bhaiya. And the next question is, how to broaden our perspective and maintain that through times. With time, my perspective gets shrunk or expands.
Good, that is what the nature of life is. You're not going to have the same perspective all the time. And even if you feel that your perspective is shrinking, it is just an illusion. You know, when you're traveling in a train, everything appears to go backwards. But it is not that, everything is going backwards. It's the train which is moving forward. And sometimes the train is stationary, so everything appears to be stationary. So our perspective changes. And we are growing, even if we are making mistakes, even if we are appearing to fall, all that is experience. No, only experience makes us wise. So gaining experience is also part of growth only. And for that, you might make a mistake, you might fall down, it might appear that you are going back, but that experience is so invaluable that it is going to put you on the path of progress. Okay. So especially when we are in the art of living, we have no choice but to progress. When we do sadhana, when we do our seva, in spite of all the mistakes we do, in spite of the perspectives changing, it is only progress, progress, progress.
All right, Bhaiya.